Alright, sometimes you just gotta rant, and this is one of those times. Because Jim Ryan over Sony, one of the execs, said something that pissed me off because it just does not help the video game industry and is taking responsibility away from the parents, and even Spencer over at Xbox had to call him out on it. Let's get into this real quick. Let's give you guys straight details and I'll give you guys my opinion. So earlier this week, PlayStation executives Jim Ryan said one of the reasons why Sony isn't jumping into the cross-platform play for Minecraft, Rocket League, and maybe a lot of other titles is because if Sony allowed PSN to be connected to outside network like Xbox Live, Sony would not be able to fully control the experience. This could potentially put users, in particular children, at risk, Ryan said. So I'm going to start off by breaking this down, where he said if Sony allowed PSN to connect to outside networks like Xbox Live, Sony would not be able to fully control the experience. I will agree with you there. I'll give you that one. That's not even marketing speak. That's probably 100% fact. If Sony has to connect to Xbox Live, Nintendo Network, Steam, they can't control everything that happens on those networks because they don't have direct access to the core part of those systems. I'll give you that. The part about putting children at risk, oh, I have a big problem with that. And before we get into my big problem with this, let's get into what Phil Spencer had to say in response to this. He didn't call him out directly, but we know the link. That's who he was talking about. He was recently on the Giant Bombcast Night 2, and he was talking to Jeff Gerstmann, somebody I really do trust in the video game industry because he asks the hard questions and he keeps it casual at the same time. He ain't trying to make friends with all these companies. He's gonna keep it real with them. So let's get into it, guys. I would love for players on all platforms to stay connected. The fact that somebody would make an assertion that somehow we're not keeping Minecraft players safe, I found, not only from a Microsoft perspective but an industry perspective, I don't know why that has to become the dialogue. That doesn't seem healthy for anyone. We can always do better with anything we do. I find that the whole discussion around safety with our games and that somehow we wouldn't take that as a top priority, and frankly through our parental controls on Xbox Live and everything else we have done, shown that we're incredibly important to us as a platform. I agree with this man right here. I agree with him so much. And now let's break down why I think what Jim Ryan said was some really bad put together statement. Sony does not want to connect to Xbox Live because that's going to increase Xbox Live user base off the bat. Microsoft's now putting out their numbers telling how many people are buying their console. We've known this for years now. Only thing Microsoft puts out there is how many people are connected and using Xbox Live. If suddenly Sony players are connecting to Xbox Live, those numbers might count as well, especially when the fact that now what's going to happen, the Switch players playing Minecraft, so if they're playing Minecraft on their Switch, they have to log into an Xbox Live account. You could guaranteed every single Switch player playing Minecraft with an Xbox Live account is going to be counted towards Xbox Live's player activity numbers, even though they're playing on a Nintendo platform. And I don't think Sony executives or market share people really want to see that out there. They wanted to be talking about PSN and how many people are using PSN. So I'm gonna say that's one thing right there. That's not even what pisses me off. Whatever. Sony don't want to connect. The part that actually pisses me off is this specifically. This could potentially put users, in particular children, at risk. What? What are you saying? The PlayStation 4 itself has pretty good parental control. The Wii had good parental control. Wii U, the freaking Switch, the freaking Xbox One has parental controls. These systems have decent controls to block kids from playing certain games or not playing at the games online. Just make sure the parent does their job. The thing is, this is what I need to think these companies to stop thinking about. Sooner or later, parents gotta take responsibility. If they're seeing their kids all the time on Minecraft talking to strangers, they need to cut that shit out. My nephews, when I give them Minecraft, they don't get mics to talk to anybody. They don't play online. I do not let them connect to people online in Minecraft. And one of them is about to be in his teens. And I am not letting him online. He's not going online and scream and shoot and yell at Call of Duty. That is a parent's job to take care of that situation. You put the system in place to have the parental controls, and it's up to the parents to use it. Of course, Sony has a responsibility, and Microsoft has a responsibility if there's a predator out there on the network to try to deal with that scenario. And I understand what Sony's trying to say in a sense, like, oh, because it's connected to Xbox Live, we won't be able to really fully monitor the situation. But Microsoft still got to do the same thing as well, because they're going to get in trouble with the law if they allow predators on their system and it doesn't get taken there correctly. And like I said, the whole type problem with this whole type sentiment to me is that it's focusing so much on children. The average age of gamers is like over freaking 30 these days. It's not little kids playing games, and if it is little kids playing a lot of these games, that's when the parent has to step up and do the job of a parent. Don't buy your kids games if you don't think they're mature enough to handle the content in that game. These companies are not parents. They're companies out there to make profits and make products that me as an adult wants to buy. Damn it, man. I hate seeing this. This is why it pisses me off with Nintendo sometimes too. Nintendo is so stupid aggressive with trying to protect children with these stupid all around complex ways of voice chat, friend codes, these systems they have together. Just makes things so stupid complicated when they forget the core concept, like the parent has to do their job first. No matter how good the parental control is on Xbox Live, PSN, Nintendo Network, Apple, Android, if a parent ain't gonna step up and do their job, none of it will matter. None of it. If they don't monitor their kids, no matter what you do, that kid is gonna be messed up. It's not gonna be your fault, Sony. It's not gonna be your fault, Microsoft, or your fault, Nintendo. You gotta build for the larger base of your customers, which is more adult gamers, the people who actually putting money into your company. I want there to be cross-play between Rocket League on the PlayStation, Nintendo platform, and Microsoft platform. These games need to stay connected. That's one thing I think is a good thing. But my biggest problem with the whole entire thing, if you just would have said like, yo, we can't monitor everything correctly, I would have been fine. But don't give me that bullshit long, oh, it's for the kids. We're doing it because we want to protect the kids. I hate excuses like that from companies. I hate it. We're trying to protect the kids. What if we put them at risk? That's the parents' job, not your job as a company. Parents step up, not you. That's why the parents get charged for neglect when shit happens. So, you know, it bugs me. I don't know what other people are saying about this situation, but I just think trying to use children as a shield in this situation for cross-network play is a bull. That's not your job. That's a parent's job. That's a family's job, not Sony's job. The ESRB has a rating system out there. If a parent wants to buy their kid Call of Duty at 12 years old, that's the parent's decision. It may not be the best decision, but that's their decision. I ain't making that shit happen. It's been Big here with the Untitled Game Show. Overall, I'm going to end this out with a little bit more calm ahead and just say this. In the end, I think my initial point would be saying that Sony doesn't want to increase Xbox Live player count. It's not going to look good for their shareholders. It's not going to really work that well out for Sony. They're in the lead in the console market right now, and I don't think in any way if they start connecting to Xbox Live, it's going to help out Sony in the short term with the PlayStation 4. In the long term, it actually would help everybody because there'd be more people gaming. Like, if everybody could connect to each other easily, that'd be better for everybody. It's just like the way how it's so easy to connect to people all over the world now through Skype. That stupid thing that Facebook bought for billions of dollars that people chat on, the app, whatever the hell it's called, Snapchat, stuff like that, all those Instagram. Because we are so easily able to communicate across the internet, it's make people come together and be able to collaborate more, and people are into all this stuff together and spending more money. So easier we are able to communicate across, let's say, the PlayStation 4, the Nintendo Switch, Xbox, all that stuff. More gamers going to want to play together, more gamers going to spend more money because they can talk to their friend on another platform. I still remember the time when I was playing Demon Souls on the PlayStation 3. My friend saw it and he got it on the Xbox, and we started chatting over Skype about how much we love this game. It would have been excellent for us to be able to chat from each other directly from the PSN to the Xbox Live back in the 360 and PS3 days. Obviously we weren't able to do it back then, but maybe we would have bought more games and talked about it at the same exact time as we could. But like I said, from a business standpoint, I can see why Sony don't want to do that. They're in the lead right now. They have no reason to do it. It's probably not going to help them in the short term. But don't give me the bullshit about you protecting the kids. That ain't your job. You put in parental controls and let the parents decide to use them correctly. And if the parents don't use them correctly and something happens to their kids, well, that's why Child Protective Service is a thing. This will be here with Your Talk Game Show. Leave your own opinions in the comment section below. I just had to blow that off. I'll leave the article down in the description. I know some people are gonna come after this, like, oh, so you should just let the networks connect. I don't even care. That's not even my point. The kids are not your. I'm done. Later, guys. I'm done. I could rant for a while. I'm done. Peace.